The wait is over! Yeah, I apologize for taking that long break, but Ranger 2 kept me busy, but oh well, I'm back to continue Pokémon Tower, and you know what I hate about this place? It's the fact that the game basically taunts me with a Pokémon that I really want on my team, and the whole Silscope thing is the game's way of saying, fuck you, you're not getting one yet, even though it would be vastly under level just getting it at this point in the game. So imagine, after I get the Silscope, how much more catching up I'm going to need. And there's another thing I hate about this place, it's the memories of the first time I went there. On my first time through, I was only really using a Nidoking. It had Thrash, Double Kick, Horn Attack, and I don't remember what the fourth move was. Probably a really weak one, but I just couldn't hit the ghosts with anything. And so my brother comes and he says, you need a Psychic to get through there. There's only Psychic moves that can hit the ghosts. And I bought it. I totally took it for granted. Hook, line, and sinker. And so I went to train a Kadabra, and as you can imagine, I totally swept through the place with the power of Psychic moves against Poison types. But the fun thing about this is that in all the official documentation, it said in this generation, the first one, that Ghost moves are super effective against Psychic types. But there are two problems. One, that why would you want to use a Ghost move to begin with? The only one that didn't do fixed damage was Lick. Yeah, Lick with 20 power? Are you shitting me? Okay, so there is nothing there, but second is the fact that actually Psychics are immune to Ghost moves. Now, as you can imagine, since Ghosts were being hyped as being the ultimate counters to Psychic, and they didn't work at all, that's the reason why Psychics were so damn overpowered. Their design counters didn't work. They fucked up the Ghost type in every possible way, and the Poison type is equally dismal, so it's an absolute miracle that Gengar managed to be overused in this generation. Oh, and while there is this horrid Gastly sprite on screen, I stumbled across an old Smogon thread about really crappy first generation sprites. So it gave me the idea, well, maybe expect something soon from me, a video where I rant on those really bad sprites and maybe crack a few jokes along the way. Well, you get the idea. But, yeah, to move on to something else, well, that line, give me your soul, it segues perfectly into what I was about to say. I was talking about censorship in part 30. Well, one blatant example that I totally forgot to talk about is near the end of Mystery Dungeon 2, when Darkrai, who's disguised as Cresselia, constantly threatens to make you disappear. No mention of dying or killing or anything like that, just making you disappear. That sounds stupid, but I suppose that's censorship for you. You don't want to expose 7-year-olds to the fact that people die and people sometimes murder others, even though that's part of life, and I think it should be explained to them eventually. Though, I suppose, given all the Jack Thompsons of this world, maybe people don't think video games should be the thing that does this education. Wait, what just happened? A random battle and a trainer battle being triggered on the same tile? I didn't move and yet the trainer just came to me. Honestly, in almost 10 years of playing these games, this has never, ever happened to me. I always thought that the trainer would have priority, but not in this case. I don't know if maybe it's because those are ghosts. Oh yeah, Alakazam can learn Psychic, that's good news. Especially with all the special reducing action that'll be going on. If the targets survive the move, that is. But whatever, I still don't understand how that glitch could have happened, but that's okay, it didn't break the game or anything. Speaking of ghosts and glitches associated to them, it reminds me, the ghost sprite that you're gonna see just now is actually an alternate form of Missing No in the game code. Because usually Missing No is going to appear as that L-shaped Tetris block or something, but depending on the name of your character, it's going to appear either as that, the ghost you're seeing right now, or the Aerodactyl fossil from Pewter Museum, or the Kabutops fossil from Pewter Museum. All that depends on which letters are in certain positions in the name of your character. Oh, there's Mr. Lollipop Ghost. Personally, I wish that design was the one they would have used throughout the generations, because it looks a lot more intimidating and a lot cooler and a lot less stereotypical than the Hunter we know now. Because, let's face it, now it's practically just an average ghost, really bland with a bland name on top of that, so if it could have just kept that design, maybe it would have been a little better. But anyway, I was talking about Darkrai a bit earlier on. Well, it's official now. There's going to be a members card distributed via Wi-Fi, so if you have a Japanese copy of Platinum, you too can have your very own Darkrai. But the catch is, as I said, that it's for Platinum only. So I suppose it's something to stir up sales among those that have Diamond and Pearl but aren't sure whether to get Platinum or not. And I can't say I blame Nintendo. After all, their purpose is to make money. So yeah, whatever works for them. And yeah, I know I'm exposing myself to a lot of flames from people who were angered at Nintendo's screw the hardcore gamer attitude that they displayed at E3 most notably. But wait, give me blood? That's worth repeating again. How was that not censored? But yeah, I know I have a lot of capitalist pig dog insults coming at me, and if you want to flame me, I've got 2 words for you. Screw you! So while I'm on the subject of Darkrai, just one last note on it. It surprised me how many people are acting like, you know, the whole connection between Cresselia and Darkrai that's been established explicitly in Platinum was some sort of big reveal. I mean, it's not like Mystery Dungeon 2 tried to hide it or anything, and even in Diamond and Pearl, it was pretty clear that, you know, that guy in Canalave City was possessed by Darkrai. So yeah, you go fetch an item that's related to Cresselia to wake him up from his nightmare. Right there, it's painfully obvious that Cresselia is meant to be the yin to Darkrai's yang. As if the fact that their islands are right next to each other, and they're called Full Moon Island and New Moon Island, didn't make it clear already. In fact, I was a bit surprised that Cresselia didn't appear or wasn't mentioned at all in the 10th movie, and of course that plotline is supposedly going to be featured in an upcoming anime episode. And if you're tired of seeing my Alakazam, well, the Pokémon Tower is almost over, and after that I'm going to be heading to Route 12, you know, the one with 1,000,000 fishermen, so that's going to be another time for my Venusaur to shine, and that's all going to be featured next time on Let's Play Pokemon Red. See you then, folks!